Hi, everybody, and welcome again. Today, I want to talk about something that's sacred, powerful, and usually not discussed at length. We usually think of Tantra as relationships, as a sexual empowerment, as full empowerment in ourselves, and owning our vulnerability and our magnificence. But what about the side of Tantra that requires tremendous work? That's the side that recognizes that every single challenge that happens in life is used as a catalyst. So often, what happens is we tend to think that people who do this kind of work just don't have bad days, that gurus and teachers just have the perfect days all the time. And that's absolutely not true. In fact, the truth of the matter is that our challenges often get greater because, to be honest, we're always growing. And it seems that the more you grow, the bigger those challenges are, not smaller. So how do we actually work in a state of presence when the sky is falling, Chicken Little, or when we're ready for the anvil to drop in our lap? Well, we have to remember a couple of things in Tantra. First of all, Tantra is about using all of the things that are around your life as a catalyst to awaken. And that absolutely means those moments that are really challenging for you. So staying in presence. And I know the hardest thing ever is to remember that this too shall pass. We often get into the space and we think this is it. Oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to see the other side of this. But I wanted to remind you something. You always do. You always find a clearing. There is always a moment where things change for you. And so I'm going to remind you of this wonderful technique that I call spiritual surfing. And that's to just kind of imagine yourself. I love symbology, but to imagine yourself surfing. And that's life. And you are on the waves all the time. And if you're not paying attention to the shore in front of you, to be calm and relaxed while you're on that surfboard, you are sure to fall over, be rolled around in the waves, and feel like life is overtaking you. So something to remember is that you only need to do one thing: stay in presence, which is no small thing, by the way, especially when there's a lot of challenges happening. That can be a really big situation. So when all of that stuff is coming at you full force, it's really imperative that the work that you're doing when you're meditating, your spiritual practice, comes in handy right now as you breathe and focus. And remember to just keep your eyes open, your mind clear, soft, focused, and operating in a space so that you can see the end or the shoreline when you reach it. That, my darlings, is the state of Tantra, what we learn and why we do things like meditation, why we practice mindfulness work, why we do so much to remain in presence. So just to remind you, if you're going through a major challenge right now in your life, totally normal. Those are always going to be there. No matter how much work you do in your spiritual work, there will never not be a challenge. So your work is to learn to be present, learn to stay connected, and learn to strengthen that ability so that when these challenges occur, you are absolutely set for growth. Namaste.